At the heart of every memorable holiday feast lies a side dish that delights both the palate and the soul. Sage and sweet potatoes come together to create a mash that is rich in nutrients, full of comforting flavors, and visually inviting. This indulgent yet wholesome side dish marries the earthy aroma of sage with the natural sweetness of orange-hued tubers, making vegetarian mains and festive beverages alike. Imbued with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, this mash transforms humble ingredients into a luxurious experience that belongs at your holiday table. Whether you're serving family, friends, or simply treating yourself, this sage and sweet potato mash elevates your meal with flavor, nutrition, and ease. Sweet potatoes are naturally rich in beta-carotene, vitamin C, potassium, and dietary fiber. They support immune function, eye health, and digestive wellness. Sage brings more than aroma. It contains phytonutrients such as rosmarinic acid and camphor, with antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and digestive aid properties. Together, these ingredients produce a mash that is not only satisfying but also health-promoting. What makes this mash holiday ready? Flavor balance. The sweetness of the potatoes is brightened by the slightly peppery citrusy warmth of sage, especially when briefly in butter or olive oil. Texture, harmony. Creamy mash, with subtle herb flecks, looks elegant and pairs beautifully with colorful roasted vegetables and golden gravy. Ease and adaptability. You can make it dairy-free by substituting olive oil or vegan butter, lighter by using low-fat milk or broth, or richer by adding cream and brown butter. It reheats beautifully, making it perfect for advanced preparation. Visual appeal. The pale orange mash, flecked with green sage and topped with crispy sage leaves or toasted nuts, adds seasonal charm to any table. Nutritional highlights. Vitamin A and beta-carotene, supports vision and immunity. Vitamin C, promotes collagen and tissue repair. Fiber slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, supports gut health. Potassium, helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance. Phytonutrients from sage, provide antioxidant defense and digestive support. Healthy fats, aid in vitamin absorption and satiety. By focusing on whole ingredients and simple seasonings, this mash maximizes health benefits without compromising on flavor. Now let's dive into 3 favorite recipes that showcase different textures, flavors, and dietary accommodations, yet all features sage and sweet potatoes as the star. Recipe 1. Classic creamy sage, sweet potato, mash servings. About 6 prep time, 15-minute cook time, 25-minute ingredients, 3 pounds. Sweet potato, peeled and chopped into 1-inch cubes. 4 tablespoons unsalted butter, 1 small shallot or onion, finely minced to garlic cloves. Minced 1 tablespoon fresh sage leaves, finely chopped 1/2 cup whole milk or plant-based milk, salt and freshly ground black pepper, to taste optional garnish. Crisp sage leaves, toasted walnuts or pecans. Instructions: place the chopped sweet potatoes into a large pot, cover with cold water, bring to a boil, and reduce to simmer until just tender. While potatoes simmer, melt 2 tablespoons butter in a small pan over medium heat. Add shallot or onion and garlic until translucent and fragrant. Stir in chopped sage and cook for another minute, then remove from heat. Drain the potatoes and return to pot. Mash coarsely by hand or with add mixture and remaining butter, then stir in milk gradually until you reach a creamy consistency. Seasoned well with salt and pepper, tasting as you go. Transfer to serving bowl. Garnish with crisp sage leaves and toasted nuts for extra texture. This version delivers a luxurious, silky mash with bright herb fragrance and buttery richness. It pairs particularly well with roast turkey, glazed ham, or pan-seared pork chops. Recipe 2. Lighter olive oil and broth version servings. About 6 prep time, 15-minute cook time, 25-minute ingredients, 3 pounds sweet potatoes, peeled and cubed 3 tablespoons olive oil, 2 garlic cloves, minced 1½ tablespoons fresh sage, chopped 1/2 cup low-sodium vegetable or chicken broth, salt and pepper to taste. Optional: squeeze of lemon juice or orange zest for brightness. Instructions: cook the cubed potatoes in simmering water until tender, about 15-20 minutes, then drain. While potatoes cook, heat 1 tablespoon olive oil in pan, garlic until golden, then add sage and cook another minute, remove from heat. Return drained potatoes to pot, drizzle 2 tablespoons olive oil, and mash. Stir in garlic, sage oil, and enough broth to loosen to desired texture. Season with salt, pepper, and a light squeeze of lemon juice, or sprinkle of zest if using. Serve warm, garnished with chopped sage or a sprinkle of lemon zest. This version is lighter, fresher, and perfect for guests with dairy restrictions. The olive oil and broth base keeps it flavorful without heaviness. Recipe 3. Maple brown butter, sage, sweet potato mash servings. About 6. Prep time, 15-minute cook time, 30-minute ingredients, 3 pounds sweet potatoes, peeled and cubed, For tablespoons, unsalted butter to tablespoons, pure maple syrup to garlic cloves, mince 2 tablespoons fresh sage leaves, torn or chopped 1/2 cup, heavy cream or half and half salt and pepper, to taste optional garnish, drizzle of extra maple syrup, crispy sage leaves instructions. Simmer sweet potatoes until tender, 15-20 minutes. Drain and set aside. While potatoes cook, melt butter in a skillet over medium heat. Watch carefully until it turns golden brown and develops fragrant, nutty notes. Stir in garlic and sage leaves into browned butter and cook for 1 minute, watching so garlic doesn't burn. Transfer potatoes back into pot or large mixing bowl. Pour in brown butter mixture, maple syrup, and cream. Mash thoroughly until smooth and well combined. Season generously with salt and pepper. Taste and adjust sweetness or seasoning. Transfer to serving dish. Garnish with crispy sage leaves and an optional drizzle of maple syrup. This indulgent mash brings rich sweetness and aromatic sage. Ideal for holiday meals with decadent mains, like roasted prime rib or glazed ham. Tips for perfect sage and sweet potato mash. Choose evenly sized potato pieces so they cook uniformly. Don't overmash. Leave some texture to showcase the natural potato structure. Adjust consistency. Use more broth, milk, or cream, if desired. Thicker mash stands up better next to gravy. Customize seasoning. Add ground, cinnamon, nutmeg, or a pinch of cayenne for warmth. Advanced prep. Mash can be made up to 2 days ahead. Reheat gently in a pot or oven, adding liquid to fluff. Make ahead tips. Mole butter infused with sage can be stirred in just before serving for flavor boost. Why this mash belongs on your holiday table? Crowd-pleasing flavors. Sweet potatoes' natural sugar pairs beautifully with savory sage, creating balanced flavor respected universally. Nutrition plus indulgence. Whole food ingredients deliver fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, but the creamy finish ensures it still feels like comfort food. Visual flair. Warm orange and green sage. Flecks look festive and inviting. Customizable for dietary needs. SLE made vegan, dairy-free, lighter, or richer, depending on guest preferences. Versatility works alongside turkey, chicken, ham, roasted vegetables, plant-based mains, and even as a base for brunch bowls. Content flow for a video script. Imagine opening your video. You describe arriving early in the kitchen as oven lights glow. You scoop fragrant sage, sweet potato mash into a bowl, steam rising. Then you highlight the natural orange hue of mashed sweet potatoes flecked with bright sage, inviting viewers to savor the aroma. You transition into nutritional benefits. Sweet potatoes full of beta-carotene and fiber. Sage bring in antioxidants and digestive support. You note how this mash helps balance holiday heaviness with vitamins and clean ingredients. Move into cooking visuals. Cubed potatoes simmering. Sage sizzling in butter or oil. The mash coming together creamy. Walk through each recipe. Variation classic, creamy, lighter olive oil version, decadent, maple brown butter, addition narrating the differences. Next, describe plating ideas. Garnishing with crisp sage leaves, walnuts, lemon zest. Pairing with holiday classics. Serving in rustic bowls against linen or festive table settings. Conclude by inviting your audience. Elevate your holiday side dish game with this sage sweet potato mash. It's hearty, flavorful, and nutrient-rich, perfect for family gatherings or cozy dinners. Try the classic, light, or decadent version, and let me know your favorite in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more holiday recipe ideas.